strikes me that profanity, as opposed to sacredness, it's not a resistance of sacredness, but rather profanity can be found in hyperconformity to sacredness. Because
can be found in
hyperconformity.
Hyperconformity, superconformity.
Yeah, superconformity. Because dispositives only work when you resist them. You can only be captured when you resist. Whereas, like, similar to the example the professor brought up, it was precisely because they hyperconform the Bush's message, which is more worse. So I bring this to an extreme, then it becomes ridiculous. In the same way as your mobile phone example, the only time in the year that the mobile phone doesn't work is when everyone tries to use it, New Year's Eve. The whole system just screws up. Because everyone is trying to do exactly what the mobile phone is telling them to do, which is use it. And that brings it into the profane.
Yeah, but in some way, this is not what I meant by profanation. So the result is the neutralization of the dispositive. But so what I call profanation is really not like in the example I made, trying to give back to use, to invent a new use. Which I understand what you say, of course.
Yeah, okay, Kevin, before you die, yes.
So I just have a very simple question. Are dispositors, dispositions, positivities, are they names or uses?
I never make question of names. So then, what do you mean by? So they are neither simple name nor use. No, they are.
Well, earlier you were talking.
What capture things and, on the contrary, separate them in another sphere. So make, in a way, the extreme stage impossible to use. Perhaps I didn't get what you mean when you say name or use.
Should I explain it? No, I don't.
Thinking of two things. One, I am very preoccupied about the cipher 3.
Then?
3.
Trinity.
If you are not falling again with some kind of something that is going round, and we cannot go out from there.
Why?
This is my situation.
In Trinity. You are kept in Trinity. Yeah, it's a terrible dispositive. Of course, nobody never succeeded. If there is something where I never succeeded to really understand it, it's Trinity. Nobody never succeeded. So don't worry about yourself.
I'm talking about this Trinity, but the other is now dialectics. This is one thing that is a theoretical problem.
We're trying to avoid both.
No, last year you were working in Thor. I was very interested in these 4 elements.
I don't remember.
Fall back from the geviert to dialectics.
This is one thing, and the other thing is molding, you know.
Isn't
Molding.
Modifying.
Modifying games. There is this thing now, that you can modify games. So what do you get? You get the rules of the game. And you can play with the rules of the game. And it is a different stage.
Computer games also.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if this, I'm not sure because I really not practice this, but I wonder if it is not an example of what I said, that today, particularly games and play are taken in the dispositive massively.
Yeah,
So
I know.
this has never happened like that. I mean, it's such a huge...
But then there is a young group of scholars that is developing not using but ludology. That is, they are talking about simulation, the possibilities to simulate with computer games. And these theories on games and play will be out, I think in 1 or 2 years. But this is the place where theory of play is what is going to be developed now.
Also, because his argument is always another capture. So the question is, can this change be in the spirit of
non-capture?
non-capture?
Of course, something. I'm not so pessimist as I seem to be.